My name is Matheus. I am 10 years old. I live in Brazil. I love football every day. But there is one thing that makes me very scared: English. Every day at school, my teacher asks questions in English. My heart beats fast, my hands feel cold, I don't want to speak. What if I make a mistake? What if the other kids laugh at me? One day, the teacher looked at me. Matthias, she said, please read this sentence. I looked at the words. The words were very difficult for me. I tried. It is a. The other kids laughed. My face was red. I wanted to disappear. That night, I looked at the ceiling of my room. My dog Belina was next to me. I said to Belina, English is not for me. Belina looked at me with his big eyes. He did not agree. The next morning, something different happened. I arrived at school. I saw a boy sitting alone. He was sitting on a bench in the schoolyard. I did not know this boy. He had blonde hair and green eyes. He had a blue backpack. He was looking at everyone around him. He was smiling, but he was alone. Nobody was talking to him. At recess, the boy walked to a group of kids. He wanted to play. He said, "Can I play, please?" Nobody understood him. The boy walked back to the bench. Alone again. I watched him. I knew that feeling of being alone, that feeling of not being understood. I took my football. I walked to the bench. My heart was beating fast, but I kept walking. I stopped in front of the boy. "Hi," I said. My voice was a little shaky. The boy looked up. He smiled a big smile. "Hi," he said. I pointed to my ball. Then I pointed to the football field. I only knew 2 words. But sometimes 2 words are enough. "Play?" I said. The boy jumped up from the bench. His eyes were bright and happy. "Yes, yes," he said. His name was David. He came from the United States. His family moved to Brazil for his father's work. David did not speak Portuguese, and I did not speak much English. But on the football field, that was okay. Football has its own language. A look, a gesture, a smile when the ball goes into the goal. We played for 1 hour. We laughed. We celebrated. We fell on the grass and got up together. When the school bell rang, David looked at me. He spoke slowly and carefully. "You are good. Very good." I did not understand everything, but I understood enough. I smiled back at him. And for the first time in a long time, I was not scared. In the next days, Matthias and David met every day at recess. Something interesting started to happen. Little by little, they started to teach each other. David pointed at things and said the name in English. "Ball," he said, holding the football. "Bola," I said in Portuguese. David repeated it. His pronunciation was funny. We both laughed. Then it was my turn. "Escola," I said, pointing to the school building. "School," David said. And that is how it went. Word by word, day by day, I started to understand something important. English was not impossible. They were just words. Words with meaning. Words that connect people. Words like friend. 1 month later, my English teacher made an announcement. Next week, she said, each student will present themselves in English. My stomach felt tight again, but this time it was different. The night before the presentation, I practiced in my room. I spoke quietly so nobody could hear me. My name is Matheus. I am 10 years old. I like football. I repeated it 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. Bolinha was lying next to me. His head was on his paw. He was watching me with his big, patient eyes. Do you think I can do it, Bolinha? I asked. Bolinha wagged his tail. I smiled. Okay, I will try. On the day of the presentation, the teacher called the students one by one. I was last on the list. I sat and watched the others. My heart was beating fast. When the teacher called my name, I stood up slowly. I walked to the front of the room. I looked at the class. 20 pairs of eyes looking at me. I took a deep breath, and I spoke. My name is Matheus. My voice was strong, stronger than I expected. I am 10 years old. Nobody laughed. I like football. I paused. Then I added one more sentence. A sentence that was not in my plan. A sentence I had learned from David on the football field. And I have a good friend. David was sitting at the back of the room. He put his thumb up. The teacher smiled, and this time what came from the class was not laughter. It was applause. I walked back to my seat. My cheeks were warm. I could not stop smiling. After class, David was waiting for me outside. You did it, he said. I did it, I repeated. We did our special handshake, half Brazilian, half American. That afternoon, we went to the football field together, as always. But while we kicked the ball, I thought about something. English was not the enemy. English was a door. A door that, when opened, leads to people, to stories, to friendships that might not exist any other way. And doors are not for being scared of. Doors are for walking through. I kicked the ball hard. It went straight into the goal. David shouted with joy, and Matthias, for the second day in a row, felt no fear at all. Did you ever feel scared to speak English? Tell us in the comments. Matthias wants to know if you felt the same way. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. Every day there is a new story. Slow, clear, and perfect for beginners. And don't leave yet. The next Matthias video is waiting for you right here. See you tomorrow.